Yeah, 4-1.
I'll start with Nick on the right.
What has this process been like for you? Getting to start, injury, being able to come back, or having to come back? What has this whole process been like for you?
Yeah, I've never really had a big injury. Broke my arm in high school, but I wore a club and I played. Senior year, so I kind of had to play. It's tough, but injuries are part of football. And the training staff did such a tremendous job. It gave me back quickly, and we really attacked this thing with constant rehab and constant treatment. They did a tremendous job.
And Max said you would have been good to go last week. So once you finally get the okay, hey, there's still some swelling, but you're going to play. What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, it was always my goal. To be honest, I wanted to play Tennessee, but just wasn't quite ready. I would have been able to play last week. We're all obviously upset that we didn't get to play. We came here to play teams like LSU, but it was bigger than a game last weekend. It wasn't about a football game. It was about the safety and the health of my teammates' families and the families of Floridians and everybody across the East Coast, really, down in Haiti. And football seems so trivial when you look at the big picture, and you see people are dying. That's football can come after that.
We'll go to Graham on the left.
After sitting out a year and becoming the starter and then finding yourself back sitting out, how difficult was that for you, taking a back seat and staying positive?
Yeah, it's tough, but going back to my support system, my family, friends, teammates, coaches, they did a tremendous job at making sure that I was in good spirits and understanding that this isn't a season-ending thing, it's just a few weeks. And really just attacking rehab and treatment with that same mindset. If you're constantly down about, I wish I was playing, well, of course you wish you were playing, but be there for your teammates, be there for the guys who are playing, so they can go out and play their best and win.
Ryan on the right.
How aggressively were you pushing to come back earlier, and what was that process like each week?
Yeah, I mean, I did everything I could to try to play every week. Painful, but it wasn't even about pain. It was about functionality. Could the knee handle it? And I was at a point last week to where it could, and I wasn't able to go.
And we haven't seen you since the injury. When it first happened, did you fear it might be season-ending? What was the thought process right away?
No, I felt where it popped, and I knew that wasn't where the ACL was. So I knew it was something, but I knew it wasn't the ACL, so I was good.
Robbie on the left.
How do you think Austin did, and how much is that going to help you guys moving forward, do you think?
Yeah, it's always good to have two quarterbacks that not only played but played in this offense. I played some at Oregon State, he played a lot at Purdue, and that's good experience. But to be able to play with the guys that you're on the team with right now, that's very valuable. And I thought he did a great job. He prepared as good as you can prepare, and I was proud of the way he played.
Zach on the right.
Look, you made an Instagram post about this after the injury, but you're laying down on the field getting looked at, and all of a sudden you hear all that commotion. Did you see what happened, and did you see it afterward? What was your reaction to that whole sequence with McElwain?
No, I mean, I didn't quite see it. I kind of heard it. I heard the stadium get kind of loud, but it wasn't like cheering. It was like yelling, upset. And I looked over, and he's about to blow a gasket, and 5 players have to hold him back. It's awesome to see a coach that'll stand up for you like that. That's who you want to play for. You always talk about, we play for our coach, we play for each other, but for him to show that, it goes a long way.
And how offended were you by Clay Travis's comments this weekend?
Yeah, I thought it was extremely unprofessional, to be honest. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Were you happy with the feedback that you got from deciding to speak out about what he said?
I thought it was important to say something. I fought myself a little bit on saying more. I think less is more in that situation. But I was proud of the way the feedback was good for the most part.
Thomas on the left.
I know there's been a lot of non-football discussion between your injury and all the storm and all that. Where do you kind of see the team being at in terms of the offense? What needs to improve? What things are you guys doing well, kind of at this point in time?
I think the biggest thing is just consistency. You know, we've seen that we can play at a really, really high level in both the running game and the passing game. It starts up front with the offensive line, but we obviously have a big role as quarterbacks in getting us in the right plays, getting us out of bad plays, and you know, it's really just do your job on every play. Because if 10 guys are doing the job, it's probably not going to be a good play. You really do need everybody, and it's funny because if you think, oh, it's backside wide receiver blocking on a running play, that's not that big of a deal. But what if it cuts back and then the corner makes the play? Otherwise, it would have been a touchdown. Simple things like that. Everybody doing the job on each play will be fine.
Matt on the right.
So obviously the storm messed up your schedule and routine. So what did you do, and what did the team do on Friday and Saturday?
We just relaxed. You know, it was nice to kind of get a little mini bye week. You know, we woke up Saturday morning and it was beautiful. You're like, man, wow, wish we could have played, but obviously there was bigger needs, you know, especially on the coast. And we understood that. We weren't, you know, you're upset that you're not playing, but you're not upset at the reason why. It was nice to get to watch some football. It was great college football games. You know, teams that we were rooting for won, and we were pretty happy about that.
Edgar on the left.
So the offense against Tennessee looked terrific for like a half. Since then, 6 quarters, it's really struggled. What differences did you see with those 2 quarters in the past 6?
Yeah, I mean, it's going back to really just everybody doing the job. Yeah, it's a block here. It's you know, getting off of press there. It's very little things. It's not like we're letting 8 people loose in the backfield every play. So just do your job on every play. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing and do what you have to do, and we'll be fine.
Anything else, guys? All right, thanks.
Thank you.